We are in a place where we have a choice about which way to go. And we are living at a very, very important time. All of us have this opportunity to be the people that do something great. It is the time that we're born in, and in that moment of time, we have this chance to do the right thing. We are facing really extreme scorching of a path that is here. And we are familiar with it. Not only do we consume maybe a quarter of the world's resources, combust more than anybody else and more than most nations combined, but we have found ourselves at the brink of really extreme action. And we need to be really clear about where we are. It is extreme to dig or drill 20,000 feet into the ocean and under the polar ice caps to extract oil. That is extreme behavior. It is extreme to blow off the tops of 500 mountains in order to stuff coal into ancient coal plants. It is extreme to destroy an area the size of Florida in the Athabascan Basin, to stuff it in a pipeline and bring it through Minnesota and through Wisconsin in Enbridge lines and the proposed KXL lines. It is extreme to frack most of the United States. That is extreme behavior when you get to the point where you and I, we are basically, the problem is that we're basically energy addicts. We live in an addictive society. We consume more per capita energy than any other country in the world, except for Canada. And in that, we have become addicted. And in our addiction, the bad thing about being an addict is you do a lot of bad stuff and hang out with dealers. And they set your public laws. And that's where we are. So we are here because those people are here. And those people are communities that we see. Native communities have a third of all Western low sulfur coal. And it turns out the place for coal, the place for carbon, is in the earth and not in the air. That's all I would say. The place for fossil energy is in the earth and not in the air. Fossil water belongs where it originated. It turns out that Mother Earth needs those minerals there. And then we do not need to destroy the Lake Superior watershed to ship it from boats to China. We need to be the people that say no, that is enough. And I've always refused to be called an activist. I feel as if saying that we have a right, and that those who may be unborn, those who may have wings or fins or roots or paws, have a right to clean water is not extreme. What is extreme and what is a terrorist action is destroy. And that is what is going on around us. But we are the people that have the opportunity to say that. That takes a lot of smarts, that takes some persistence, that takes believing that our power is ours and does not belong to those multinational corporations. What I know is that we probably all want the same thing no matter where we come. I bet that most of you would like to have food that is local and organic and not shipped from China or owned by Monsanto. Turns out if you grow organic and local, you sequester a quarter of the world's carbon. Local food is the answer to climate change. I think that most of us would rather be like Germany, where a third of its power comes from renewables, instead of living in a really archaic, centralized, and destructive energy system that is the United States. What if we were wind and solar? What if we were not wasting 57% of our power, and instead used it locally and carefully and mindfully? I think we would all. And what if we were a country that made peace with each other, peace with our relatives, and did not declare war on us? We might like that. So, we're thankful that we came. We got a couple of things just to say besides thank you. That use your power, do not ever relinquish it. You know, you guys got a few problems up here. Scott Walker. From what I can see. And I got a couple more years. You know, we got Michelle Bachman over there. But she's headed out, right? So, yeah, I've got a little work to do. I want to do one shout out to the Solidarity Singers. Thank you for singing it. I know that is well within the First Amendment rights, so and for those of you who are here, thank you again for coming, and think about how we can work together on this. The Bad River people need your help. You know, this is some financial support that is going here, but there's some literature out there. Please do what you can to support the Bad River people in their work to protect Mother Earth and to protect their water. Also, the EPA needs to do the right thing. The EPA needs to protect water and regulate under the Clean Water Act, not under Scott Walker's stance. It's a mind. And remember, you know, I don't know where y'all went to school. American education is always a little dodgy. But Wisconsin education is supposed to be slightly better. Treaties are between nations. Our ancestors signed treaties with your ancestors. A lot of times people say that treaty rights are things that Indians have. But remember that your ancestors were there too. And treaties are one of the most important ways to protect Mother Earth. Because the fact is that our ability to live according to how the Creator intended for us to be, as Anishinaabe people in the North, or whoever we are, is protected by those rights. And I just want to say that because a lot of people think treaties are for somebody else. But we really need you to force your government to uphold this agreements with us. It's really, really important. So I'm going to thank you again for coming and say we're all in this together and honor your mother. She gives you your life. Thank you. Two of my best friends for 20 years. We've been moms together. We're moms together now. Amy and Emily, Indigo.